Hi, I'm Megan, and I've been watching beauty YouTube for 6 years. Um, and I finally decided to make a video. Honestly, I've been thinking about it recently and how I just want to talk to people that are interested in the same things I am. And I've never done it, but my husband is at a movie because I had dinner plans, and so then he went to a movie, and now it's a Friday night and I'm home alone. So I washed off all my makeup and I'm gonna go put it back on and talk to you about my makeup. So I just mentioned my husband Justin, and we just got married and he's amazing, but there was a huge downside of getting married. We combined finances, so now I'm accountable for what I'm spending. And what I really found was that I was spending too much money on makeup and on beauty. And then I had a absurd collection for a normal person. And so instead, I've been really using up what I have. And so because I crave new makeup things and I don't get to buy it, I watch more YouTube to fill that void. And so now I'm gonna see if that void is filled by creating YouTube videos, because I'm it's not like I'm not buying makeup, but I don't go after work and just spend $100 at Ulta, or late at night while I'm watching TV, I don't just order from Sephora. I'm really purposeful for what I buy most of the time, because I have to be, because somebody else sees it when I do it, and when I just go buy makeup, it can really offset my husband and I's goals for our lives. So being an adult is so hard, but because that, I want to fill that void in my heart of not buying makeup by sharing my love of makeup with you. So I'm just gonna get ready with put makeup on and talk to you about some of the products. So I had all of a sudden a ton of half-used foundations, and I was like, okay, Megan, as the shade comes about, you if it obviously this shade didn't fit me 3 weeks ago because it went, I know it sounds dumb because it's November and 3 weeks ago, but 3 weeks ago was literally summer. I'm in Texas. And compared to now, sorry, the jar is almost empty, so I'm scraping it, so it might look like I'm putting a lot, but it's really thin. So I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and I loved this. I probably bought 10 bottles of this before, over the years, and then all of a sudden I was like, ugh, this is the worst. And now I'm using it again because I'm finally using up all my products, and I like it again. So I'm not really sure what caused this is the worst, but I like it. It does smell not amazing, but it's also so cheap compared to some of the other foundations I've been using. So, and this is an old Morphe brush that I got in, what is that one website? It's with Nordstrom, and then, but it's kind of like a flash sale. Man, I can't even think of what it's called. I don't use it anymore because Nordstrom's too expensive for me, but I got it in that. And for the longest, I had this brush for 3 years and I never used it because I was like, why do people apply their foundation with brushes? That's stupid. And then lately it's been working out for me, so I'm not really sure at all what changed. Is it my preference or is it not, right? I don't know. And then I'm gonna use the ColourPop concealer. I keep rebuying this and I don't even think I like it. Raw Beauty Christy loves it, and honestly, I love Raw Beauty Christy, and I think I pretty much disagree with her on everything, makeup wise. But yet, because I love her personality, I still watch it. And I still listen to her reviews, and I'm like, oh yeah, Raw Beauty Christy, tell me more. I don't even like your recommendations. Like, I think our needs are very different, which also probably has to do with the fact that like you're in Washington and I'm in Texas. So like climate wise, we're just so different. So the way things look, because she has dry skin, I have dry skin, I'm like, oh, perfect match. Like, no, we don't like any of the same things. But I keep buying it because it's cheap and it's good enough. So, and I like the color selection a lot, but also for a quick second, I want to talk about the downside of all of the different colors when you have like 50 shades of concealer. I don't know what color I am. Like I finally figured out I'm a neutral, like I'm for sure not yellow, but like there's so many concealer shades. And then sometimes when I buy luckily they're in Ulta now. Luckily they're in Ulta now. When it was online, I would literally buy 5 different shades and I'd be like, they're all good enough, I'll just mix them. Because I don't understand. So that's like such the stupidest thing I've just complained about. Oh my God, there's too many shades. I know, but I also just think it's really hard sometimes. Like Fenty overwhelms me. The idea of having to pick what shade. Now I'm using the Urban Decay primer, which I want to try a new primer, but I need it to like be color correcting because my eyelids are dark, as well as my eyelids are so oily. If I don't use a primer, why do I even put makeup on my eyes? Like, there is literally no purpose. It just falls off, which is not fair because I do my friends' makeup for like big events and things like that. And their makeup looks beautiful and mine looks okay at the end of the night. And I'm like, I did that though. Like, I did your makeup. Like, that's my skill. And mine looks worse than yours. That's like, but it's just their eyelids are different. Okay. And now I'm going to set, and I'm going to just use some Coty Airspun, which I'm almost done with my Coty Airspun, which everyone give me a round of applause. That container is huge. And so I'm really proud of myself for using it, but I don't know. I feel like I want to switch powders once I'm done with it, but I haven't bought a new powder because I'm trying to be good because I don't need a new powder. Because I have like 6 sitting next to me, but I'm like, ugh. And then I got this Hourglass diffused light, the ambient, why am I an idiot? Lighting powder, and I got this for my wedding because OMG, I hit pan this morning. That's pan. So upsetting. And YouTubers talk about never hitting pan. I bought this in May for my wedding. May. But I put this under my eyes because I don't know, like I like a slightly sheeny under eye. And I really, like at first I didn't like it, but I really do like it. But I also used to have this, was it Hard Candy Tiki maybe? It was like one of their bronzers, but it wasn't a bronzer. It was like actually a highlight. And I used to put that all under my eye. I didn't care that it was shimmery. I thought it looked beautiful. I got like 4 of those. And then I replaced it with this high end, which I also think is beautiful, but I think I'll just go back to the other one. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is this Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, which is also almost hitting pan. It's so exciting. I mean, when I started my low buy, like, it's been so long. I guess my husband moved in with me 2 years ago, but we combined finances like a year ago. So pretty much I was held accountable like a year ago Christmas. And so I have hit pan on so many things. Like I guess I just I don't know, in beauty they make it act like it's not oh, you can't hit pan in anything. And you're like, especially with someone who has a big collection, but actually I can. Okay, so the next thing is butter bronzer. I'm using it out of a Clinique thing because the whole thing broke. And I was like, I'm not wasting that because I can't afford to buy a new one. Because Physicians Formula is expensive, right? Like, I just can't afford, like, especially because it was like brand new when it broke. Like, oh no, we saved that, sweetie. And then I stopped using butter bronzer and I went back to it. It's just so good, guys. Like, and you're all like, I know. But the thing is, like, if you're like me and you like stop using something for a little bit and then you go back to it and then you're like, why did I leave this? Oh, let's just pretend this makes my double chin go away. You would think I have 3 chins, but it's just 2. This one's just like a gobble. It's family, I know. Okay, and then I'm gonna add blush. Devastating. I'm using up products. My Luminoso, what is this? Milani Luminoso. I used it so much. I was like, nothing's coming off, and then I was like, that's the bottom, like it's done. So I use that. This now has no lid. I'm now using, I don't even know. Oh, is this a bronzer? Oh my God, that's hilarious. This is what happens you've never read. I got this in like a box like years ago. Oh no, it's a face blush. Oh, that's what I thought. But it's named bronze. Okay, and it's like an orangey, but like, I don't know, gorgeous. And then I just watched a Wayne Goss video, and he was like, don't put blush on the apples of your cheeks. Instagrammers, YouTubes, it doesn't look good. And here I am, doing it anyway. I'm sorry, Wayne. Okay. I wish I would have planned this out because I feel like I'm running out of time, and there, as if there's a time. Okay, couple more things. The Dream Street palette by Kathleen Lights, I adore. And so, really, do I adore it, or do I adore like 2 shades? So the first shade is like a beautiful peachy transition. And then the next shade is like a tan. Just tan. What else do I have to say about it? And it just gives me enough when I don't really want to do anything. And then I'll take like the eyebrow, and sometimes I'll just use it like just so soft and subtle for like an everyday look. Because sometimes at work, if I wear it, it's probably because I like complexion more than eyes. I feel like when I have all complexion and all eyes, I'm like done up. And then the next thing I want to talk to you about is face highlighter. I love this face highlighter. It's from Hard Candy. Don't know what it's called. I want to call it Tiki. Oh, there's something on it. That's why it's not, looks like that. That's something else. I want to call it Tiki, but I just called the last under eye thing Tiki. So, but like this was so huge domed, and that's cardboard. Like, I've used so much of this, but I will for sure go out straight and buy this again. Oh my God, what if it's out? Like, I've had this same highlighter for like 6 years. But what I really like about this highlighter is like I have a day job. So it makes me feel put together without being like, oh, she's wearing way too, like she's not a real person. And then, oh, Wayne also told me not to put it on the tip of my nose, But, you know, here I am living my best life. But, like, do you see how I look? Like, oh, it looks great, but it's not, like, blinding. I don't understand. Do people go out in real life if it's blinding? Like, is that a thing? Okay. Whew, I feel like I gotta rush. Okay, and the next thing is this e.l.f. eye. What is this thing called? Eyebrow pencil. I love this because it gives a way less harsh line than like the eyebrow is, because I don't need really well carved out brows. I just need them to look better than they do without makeup in them, right? Like, that looks better than it did before. Not great, but this is pretty much, like, this is what I wear to work, right? Like, I look put together. Maybe if I washed my hair, I would look put together, but I look put together, but it's just, I'm not going out, right? Like, I would use like more of the Brow Wiz or something if I was going out. And then I would curl my eyelashes and put some mascara on. I feel like I just have been on forever and I don't really want to edit very much. I don't even know. Does anybody else clean their makeup drawers every day and still not enough? Oh, I'll put lipstick on. Put some mascara on it and I'm good to go. So with talking, this was 17 minutes. So I think that's pretty good. So honestly, I just wanted to talk and fill the void of buying products by kind of showing you some products that I just really love. So I really hope you come talk to me, because I just need to talk about makeup in my life. Thanks. Bye, guys.